Hey, welcome. Atomic Radio Hour, post-nuclear podcast. I'm your host, Vince.
And I'm your hometown host, Declan.
Haha. What's up?
I've had an exhausting day.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, sure. Today was the day that my family and I went, and obviously y'all can see I'm home if you're watching on YouTube.
If you're not, you're wrong.
Yeah. So this is a little bit of a different space, bit of a different setup. And today's the day we went and got our Christmas tree. It's the 23rd when we're recording this, so we're pushing it to the last
Happy
minute.
Hanukkah. I think this will come out right around the end of Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, I think today
Shabbat
we're recording on the second day of Hanukkah.
Yep.
So yeah, I've just had a really busy day, like decorating the house, preparing for guests to come over tomorrow. It's just been real hectic.
Yeah.
How about you, my friend?
I didn't do a lot today. I kind of took it easy. Slept in a bit. Yeah, you know, just waiting for this to get over. Just to get over with the holidays.
Yeah, it's a busy time. It's not for everyone.
Yeah.
I kind of like getting back into the swing of things myself.
I don't really want to make Bah Humbug 3, or what would we call last year? It was like the worst Christmas special ever.
Yeah.
It's not for me, and I'm totally okay with that at this point. I don't like why people celebrate the holidays. I think it's for disingenuous reasons. But if it's your thing, then get down with your bad self. I can't tell you not to do something. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Well, we've got a little bit of a change of scenery today, though.
Yeah. You want to give a little bit of a preface, I guess is the word?
Yeah, a little preamble.
Yeah.
So, in the Discord, we recommend that you join if you haven't yet.
Mm-hmm.
We were discussing about the Outer Worlds, and people were like, hey, you know, it'd be cool if we did a little bit of Outer Worlds lore for once, because, you know, we don't only cover Fallout, we cover sci-fi and fantasy and apocalypse and kind of games of... Yeah, we run the whole gambit.
Also, if you want to hear any sort of lore, jump in the Discord, let us know what you want to hear. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Somebody, do you remember who suggested it?
Suggested
Outer Worlds?
Today's lore?
Yeah.
I
don't think they suggested anything from the game itself, just lore from the game.
I think it was me, and then everyone was like, yo, do that.
Oh, okay, really? Awesome.
Yeah, so, we were just talking about Outer Worlds at one point, and I was like, you know what, love to do a lore on Outer Worlds once in a while.
Okay. This isn't gonna not be a show that's predominantly about Fallout. We just wanted to, like, you know...
Give you a little taster.
Yeah.
A little holiday appetizer palette.
They don't know... Bethesda doesn't know what they're doing. Apparently you can spawn in the Prydwen in 76.
Oh, yeah. That's old news at this point, but, like, it's still nuts that can even happen.
Someone put it in the Discord, and then you yelled at me because I put it in the Discord, and the holidays are just fucking hectic. I feel if you're an active Discord member, I apologize that I haven't been as active. It's been a hard couple weeks for Bird Person.
It really has.
So, yeah, I'll be back.
Also, I apologize, like, for my voice and my sniffles. I'm getting a little bit sick, so I might be talking a little bit low today.
Yeah, you want to jump in it? What were we learning about?
Sure. Today we're going to be covering the Groundbreaker.
Cool.
So, for anyone that is unfamiliar with Outer Worlds, it takes place in space in a colony called Halcyon. That's just enough to to wet your tongue. So the UDL-001 Groundbreaker was the first colony ship to arrive in Halcyon during the crossing. By 2255, it had been converted into an independent orbital station and was the only piece of the entire Halcyon system that was not controlled by the Halcyon Holdings Corporate Board or any other corporation, as many of the other settlements in the game are. So, a little bit of a background. The Groundbreaker is fiercely protective of its independence from corporations, and the corporations value the station's role as a thriving free port, enough that they're willing to deal with it on relatively equal terms. Because it's free, because Groundbreaker rules itself, it cooperates with the corporations to an extent, such as impounding ships that the board happens to flag. So it's kind of like a, if you don't stab me, I won't stab you kind of thing. Frenemy dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
The Groundbreaker is commanded by engineer turned captain, Junlei Tennyson.
Lover.
I love her. Well, I'm going to talk about her a little bit later.
Okay, cool.
Udon Bedford is the Halcyon Holdings Corporation representative stationed on board.
So real quick.
Yeah.
Before we go any deeper, I just want to say, since we're speaking about the Outer Worlds, Pavarti Best Girl.
Pavarti Best Girl.
We can leave it there. And if anybody disagrees, you're wrong.
So, the Groundbreaker maintains a tense relationship with the board, owing to their declared independence from the board's authority, as well as their control of shipping routes outward from the Halcyon system. The Groundbreaker doesn't really have any like military or like attack power at all. It's like strictly just a ship for living and thriving. So the only like actual power that they have are the Mardettes. It's like their little militia that runs the ship, kind of keeps the order, keeps the peace. Mm-hmm. There's not really that much of a structured hierarchy for Groundbreaker. It's mostly just whatever Junlei says goes. Mm-hmm. The other big part of Groundbreaker is that because it is free from board control, it kind of acts as like the center for the black market. So a pretty important player in that is Gladys, which you meet for a couple quests in the game. Mm-hmm. And Gladys is the only reason that she's not dead, and I'm convinced, is because not only do the free people use Gladys, but also the corporations to dig up dirt on the other corporations.
And she makes mean cookies.
She makes some mean cookies.
Yeah.
Other than that, the only other like big stake in the game on Groundbreaker is Sublight Salvage and Shipping Corporation. Generally, they're neutral. They're just a shipping company that works with the other corporations. Basically, they're the UPS of Outer Worlds.
Cool.
There's a couple parts to Groundbreaker. There's the main deck. That's where your ship pulls in and you can like go through customs basically. Mm-hmm. There's also like a workshop there where you can like edit all your weapons and stuff. There's the promenade, which has all the shops and other things that they allow the corporations to set up.
10 out of 10 name, by the way.
The promenade?
I just like that word.
Yeah, and I want to put a picture up, or I don't know if you're going to put a picture up, but the promenade looks so cool.
Do you want me to edit this because of lore, or... Because I don't really edit them, so I don't really care.
If you want to edit it, then go ahead, because I like your style of editing.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I really like the promenade. It's really, really cool. I'll either one of us will put up either a photo or a clip. Yeah. It's just, it looks so cool.
I like
it. Kind of. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go say.
It kind of gives me similar feelings to when I went on the Strip for the first time in New Vegas.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Megaton, because I was gonna say Megaton, because everything's kind of stacked on itself.
Yeah, and I was thinking the Strip because of how like lit up and like vibrant it is.
Okay.
It's really, really cool.
You can tell which is our favorite Fallout games.
Right? There's one other section of Groundbreaker, and it's called the Back Bays. It's kind of this like semi-abandoned area on the ship that all of the poor people and orphans and outlaws go.
That's something that I really like about this, and I think when I first got here, I told you it was something that I really liked, is that it's such a big ship that people,
it's huge, yeah.
People like live on the ship illegally.
Yeah, there's one thing I really like that they don't really touch on, but you can see it just in the environments of the game. There's like little like squatter holes if you're like going through the vents and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, have you explored the vents?
Not enough, apparently.
There's like little squatter dens that you find around.
Really?
Yeah, it's really cool. There's actually one that it provides an entire way to skip one of the missions by just like going through the vents.
No
and,
fucking
like,
way.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Like you can get from like the beginning of the mission to like the end point in like no time and without seeing any guards. It's really, really cool.
Wow, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. What's the name of the quest? If you don't remember, it's not a big deal.
I don't remember the name of the quest, but it's one where you had to go into the medical facility.
Really?
Yeah. The one where it's the first time you get to use the like cloaking device.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Huh. There's a way to basically skip that quest all the way to the end.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really neat. There's a massive list of quests and vendors and things that I think is kind of boring and I don't want to touch on.
Okay.
Other than that, I'll talk a little bit about Junlei, though, because she's kind of like the only important figure on the ship. So she's a self-described engineer turned captain and leader of the Groundbreaker. There's not much in terms of lore for her, but it's kind of cool to mention that she is the third generation Tennyson to lead the Groundbreaker, so it's been basically a family business.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. And Junlei is really integral in Parvati's companion quest, which is an incredible quest. I really love that quest. If we do another lore spot from Outer Worlds, I'd love to cover Parvati's quest.
Absolutely. The only thing is I haven't finished it. So when we spoke about this earlier, I think one of the first things you was like, let's just do Parvati. And I was like,
yeah. The only other thing I have to say about Junlei is there's some interesting like fun facts.
Okay.
So if you kill her after completing Parvati's companion quest, Parvati will confront you and say that she's leaving your crew permanently.
Wow.
No matter if you pass the persuasion or intimidate check, she'll leave no matter what.
Wow.
But if you kill Junlei before you complete the quest, Parvati will just get pissed off and won't actually leave. But she'll just be like really, really upset with you because they're quite close.
No fucking way.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that because I personally didn't kill her.
No, I don't want to get off of the topic of lore, but I want to talk about the Outer Worlds a bit. If you're okay with that.
Oh, I'd love that. Yeah.
I haven't beaten it.
I'm on the last mission. I'm gonna beat it while I'm home for Christmas.
I don't really feel the need to play it.
I personally really like it.
I do too. I don't know. I just fucking...
Like, you had your slice of the cake, you don't need to eat the whole thing?
Not even that. I don't even feel like I feel like the cake's there and I could eat it whenever the hell I want. It's like, well, I don't really want cake right now.
That's fair.
It makes me feel, not bad, but it makes me feel like almost guilty because, like, it's a game by a small development team and it's a fucking Bethesda game. Like, they have a slow down. It's
all of the good parts of a Bethesda game.
Yeah, like I want to play it. I want to enjoy it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I sit down to play it and I'm just like,
could be doing my taxes.
Not even that. Just like, I don't know. I don't know.
No, I personally really like the Outer Worlds. I've put a lot of hours into it. I think I'm probably close to maybe 80-ish.
Really?
I can check on my thing, but I don't feel like opening it and logging in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put a lot of time into it. I just kind of liked finding the cracks and crevices all over the different maps and stuff. And that's something I really liked about. That's something I like about Bethesda games is that there's a lot of attention to those tiny little nooks and crannies that you can find interesting things. And they really, you can tell that there was a lot of love put into every single little environment because it's not really an open world, but it's like you go from like cell to cell to cell.
Yeah, I like that.
Each cell is very, very nicely created and nicely produced.
I don't know, man. I like I do and don't like how it's like vignettes. I like it because it makes sense thematically that I'd have to travel from world to world to world. Mm-hmm. But
how did you like that aspect of Borderlands? Because it came out around the same time.
Borderlands is a different type of game.
It is a very different game, of course. But it kind of it's space cowboys and you go from world to world to world.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't mind it so much, and I don't take Borderlands seriously. Yeah. Like, Bentley was telling me that he had a theory for, Borderlands for, 3 that's been going on since 2, and I'm just like, it's just a silly shooty game. I'm not sitting here taking it seriously, and,
you just shoot things till they're dead.
Yeah, you just do it till you don't, and,
yeah.
I don't know, I really like the Outer Worlds, but it's just, anytime I play anything, I'm lately playing it just to play with other people. I'm not really... And I never thought I'd be a social gamer. But,
I mean, you go through different cycles.
I guess. It just makes me afraid that Fallout 5 is going to... Or Elder Scrolls 6 is going to come out. Or fucking Starfield is going to come out. And I'll be like, yeah, this isn't my type of game anymore.
I'm sure that no matter what, whenever Fallout stuff comes up, you're going to like it. Or you're going to at least play it and play it thoroughly enough to get enjoyment out of it.
I would hope so. I don't know. I don't know. I've been going through like a weird phase with games where I didn't like them and now I like them, but I don't know if I like them because, like, you know.
Like, I go through a lot of phases where, like, I really like to play with people, and then I go through phases where I cannot stomach playing with people, that I really need to just immerse myself in a place alone.
Really?
Yeah, like, when I need to be alone, one of my favorite games to go to is Subnautica.
See, but I'm like... Sorry, go on.
Like, it's a game that it makes you feel so alone because, like, as you progress through the story and you find, like, the different, like, ship logs and stuff, it's a game about a planet that's entirely covered in ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's an alien ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Once you find, like, the different ship logs of, like, people that have been there in the past, like, it just kind of starts to sink in more, like, you are alone. There's no one here but you, and you just have to make it work.
I was alone.
I acted alone.
I acted alone. And I'm responsible for my actions. That sounds like a game I would love.
I think, do you have fear of the ocean?
No.
Then you would love it.
Just fear itself. But I'm spiders. Who said that? FDR?
Yeah.
Or Roosevelt?
No, there's nothing to fear but fear itself.
Was it Kennedy?
That was Kennedy.
Was it? I thought it was earlier. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been going through, like, I really liked Outer Worlds, and I really felt myself getting, like, sucked into it. But then, like...
it was Roosevelt.
It was Roosevelt.
Yeah, you're right.
But I felt myself kind of, like, getting overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, on Monarch, if you really want to complete the quest, like, a certain way, you have to do, like, every side quest.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
There's a lot of content in the game. Like, for a lot of people criticize it for being small or being short, but there's a lot of meat packed into the small spaces.
You can speedrun the game in 20 minutes.
Can you?
Sorry, 11 plus 1 minutes.
Mm.
Yeah. Maybe 13, 14, but I didn't watch the video because it was spoilers, obviously.
Yeah.
I still have my theory on what the game is about, like the overall arcing story. You're a lot farther than I am, so you probably know, but please don't tell me.
Oh, yeah, I won't.
I'm going to edit this, so I'm going to probably fucking figure it out by your facial expression, but... I don't know. It's not a bad game by any means. I just didn't think that my game of the year was going to be fucking Borderlands 3. What is your... by the way, what is your game of the year? Since this is going to come out...
It's going to come out
right before New Year's. What's your
one of
game
the last
of the
episodes
year?
of the year?
This is I want to title this episode the last episode of 2019.
Okay. My game of the year. It's got to be Outer Worlds, honestly.
Really?
I'd say
what are your
Outer
top
Worlds. 5? My top 5?
Yeah.
In no particular order.
Yeah.
We have the Outer Worlds, Pokemon Sword. I've had a blast playing it.
Okay.
Despite all of its issues, it's just something that I get a lot of joy out of playing. There was another... Baba Is You is a pretty honorable mention.
Okay.
We've talked about that on the show in the past.
Yeah.
It's a puzzle game on the Switch.
Yes.
It's really short, but really fun. Untitled Goose Game is...
Really?
Very fun.
Really? That game just seems like a gimmicky, like, gamer girl game.
No, I really liked that game.
Okay.
And I'd like to say Borderlands 3, but I really haven't played that much of it.
You did say you were going to get it for the PlayStation when you were home.
Yeah.
Ha
I don't know. It's been a weird year for games for me because I was really busy with work and school for most of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So I really haven't had a lot of time to, like, I haven't had as much time to play games.
I only bought 2 games this year.
Yeah?
2 new games. I only bought Outer Worlds and Borderlands 3. Normally it's 3, and I thought my third was going to be Doom, but they postponed Doom.
Yeah, that's going to be in March.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to wait on Doom anyway because it's like a hour game. An 11 plus 1 hour game.
All right, so I've got more games that I can talk about that I liked this year.
Oh, go.
This year I invested in VR, so I completely forgot about that. or it was like the end of last year, but I spent this year playing VR. So Beat Saber has been really good for me, not only because I really like rhythm games and games with music, but it's also kind of like a workout routine because I play on expert, so it's like can be physically demanding, especially with all the different like mod songs and stuff. Other than that, like I'm looking at my Steam list of like playtime. Subnautica's there, Okami's there because I play it once a year. City Skylines is there because I play that all the time. That's like
in VR?
No.
Oh.
These are just like other games that I've played a lot of. I played like hundreds of hours of The Sims this year. Because I just do. It's an addiction.
I feel it.
The Sims is my heroin.
Haha.
Like, I am not proud to admit that I have all of the expansions for The Sims 3 and 4.
Really?
Yes. Except the Katy Perry Cupcake Collection. I do not
Why not?
For Sims 3.
Why not?
I didn't feel like getting it. Wasn't compelling.
Why? It's Kathleen.
Kathleen?
It's my girl Kathleen.
Kathleen Paratha?
Her real name is like Kate Upton.
No, there's a real person named Kate Upton.
No, I know. And that's why she went with Katy Perry. Her real name is like Kate Upton, like Kathleen Upton or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, she's beautiful and I love her.
She also did heroin.
Did she?
She fell off the wagon big after Disney.
Katy Perry was never a Disney person. You're thinking of Demi Lovato.
I'm thinking Demi Lovato. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, my brain is deep fried today. I'm quite tired.
Yeah, man, I don't really know. I didn't really play a lot. I've been playing GTA Online again.
But that's mostly just to hang out.
Yeah, and I've been playing fucking Minecraft, which...
a staple in every gamer's diet.
I have a fucking weird love-hate relationship with Minecraft.
I usually play a lot. That's one of the games that I play with people.
Yeah.
Because I like the hosting and the servers and all of the... I like all the shit that comes with Minecraft, and then I like to play Minecraft.
See, I started a new world that was just me and Steven. And I had a blast because it was just us fucking around and digging shit, going, ooh, let's do this, and ooh, let's do that, and ooh, let's do this. And when Steven plays, the first thing he does, as soon as he gets in, he makes himself a shovel or a shovel and a pick, and then digs all the way to 11. Because that's where diamonds start spawning.
Yeah.
And then builds a bed, builds a thing, and then just lives underground.
Like a mole person. Diamond.
What's that?
Like a mole person.
Yeah, actually, yeah. We spawned where we spawned. We raided a village, and then we made boats, and then took the boats, and we just found a random piece of land, and we started role playing as recently divorced dads who grew up together, and now, since Karen won't let us see the kids, we're going underground to live as mole people. I'm Tony Molman, attorney at law. Thank you.
I like this canon.
Yeah, so we're playing as recently divorced dads who are just trying to get out there. And,
just putting yourself out there.
Yeah. So we're having like a blast. I'm having a blast digging around, but then like I'll get into another server where like people are somewhat semi-established, and I'm just like, this isn't fun. I think like the whole fun of it is like coming up together. Of like, let's
because it's a collaborative experience.
Yeah, like if I join in and I'm late, like I don't care if I'm late like an hour, like, oh shit guys, the fucking bus was late or whatever, I missed the train, I'm gonna be an hour late, that's one thing. But when it's like, oh hey, I already have diamond, oh, you know what I mean?
That's the thing I like about playing modded Minecraft, is that with a lot of like kitchen sink mod packs, which have like hundreds of mods, that even if you join late, you could just pick a mod and just go with it and be the for example, I usually rush tech, but my one friend always rushes magic. So while he's becoming like an archlich, I have like a machine factory.
Wait, there's magic?
Yeah, mod packs.
Oh.
So, and like one person could be like the agricultural person that has like farms that like literally grow like metal. And like there's a lot of room for doing your own thing with other people. Like the last time that I had a server, we all like decided we're not doing teams, we're not doing together, we're doing our own things separately, and then we will make roads to get to each other and like trade and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I built like a temple on top of a mountain. My one friend built like these dwarven like mountain halls, like Lord of the Rings, with like pillars and stuff. And then one person made this like wizard's castle. One person made a village and like had a farm and stuff. It was really, really cool, and I really want to get that world.
Cool.
It's on my server computer.
Do you want me to edit that out?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Cool. I don't know, man. I've just been picking back, being bold, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you excited for any? Are you excited for any games in 2020?
Animal Crossing, Doom.
Okay. Motherfucking Psychonauts 2.
I was never into Psychonauts, but I'm definitely open to try it and play it.
It's so good. It's so good. I gotta get a VR headset just to play Rhombus of Ruin because it takes place between. It's pretty much 1.5.
Are you gonna get it on PSVR?
Yes. I don't want to say. Can you explain why I will get it there? Because I'm afraid to say it out loud.
Vince's brother has a PlayStation.
Yes.
And Vince's brother expressed interest in playing VR.
Yes.
And we are recording this 2 days before Christmas.
Yes. So I don't want to say out loud why.
So yeah, you could put those pieces together.
Yeah, and if I'm in the same house as someone who owns it, I'm playing it. So, yeah.
For Christmas, once it's off back order, I'm getting the Valve Index controllers. The ones that like you can like move each finger like separately.
I want to play that. What is it called? Bone Storm.
Boneworks.
Bone Storm is the video game from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Boneworks. Oh my good god.
It looks so cool.
Yeah.
So like I'll probably end up getting it sometime around like January because all of the Valve Index stuff is sold out. It's been sold out since like late November. So I have a list of big games coming in 2020.
Okay, cool.
So why don't we just go down the list and see if we have any thoughts about some of these?
All right. I'm just going to yell things if you yell things.
Okay. Dragon Ball Z.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm good.
Ooh, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. This looks really cool. I've been following this game for a little bit. It's an indie game that just looks really, really pretty.
Okay.
So yeah, that's one that I'll consider picking up. There's a new Darksiders coming out.
I never got into them.
There's a Marvel Iron Man VR game, whatever.
That looks
Final Fantasy.
That looks really cool. There's a Spider-Man VR game that looks really not Spider-Man for the PlayStation, but like Spider-Man VR, where
yeah, I tested it one time.
I really want to try it.
It's pretty cool. It's more of like an arcadey kind of game.
Fine. If I can swing through Manhattan and it feels like I'm swinging through Manhattan, like I'm first person, I want to try it. Same with Iron Man. If I could fly around Manhattan as Iron Man, I would.
That'd be really, really, really cool, actually.
Yeah.
So there's Final Fantasy VII Remake, which looks gorgeous. My friend is a really big Final Fantasy fan, so I'll probably play it at her house.
Cool.
Neo 2. I don't know what Neo is.
I'm alright. Neo, it's NIHO or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those games that like you need to invest 300 hours in just to get the base story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's
Doom
like
Eternal.
Doom, I want to try it, but again, it's a short game, so I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale.
I'm gonna get Doom Eternal. I'm quite excited for it.
Me too. It looks fun. I mean, don't get me wrong. Doom, I beat the first Doom on like the hardest difficulty because it was just like I want to cry.
Yeah, Doom is one of those games that like you can just go in and it's like boxing. You just go and just start punching shit.
I mean, I guess
it's kind of like cathartic of just like let's just turn these things into a liquid.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Absolutely. It was just it's such a it controls so well.
Yeah.
It's just so snappy and responsive.
I am convinced they had to sacrifice a virgin to be able to get that game to run as well as it does.
Yeah, and I can only imagine what it looks like at 4K with like 120 frames. Oh my
Incredible.
god! And it has to look like Heroin feels.
And imagine running it in Vorpex, which is like a thing to take games and make them VR games.
Oh. Well, it already is in VR.
Doom Eternal?
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
I didn't know
just Doom in general is VR.
Oh, yeah, Doom.
VFR, VFR. Yeah. Virtual fuck.
But it's
reality.
But it's not the same. It's like a different thing.
Oh, is it? I thought it was the same game, but with a headset.
No, it's different.
Ah.
It's a different set of missions and stuff. Animal Crossing, I already expressed my excitement for.
I was never an Animal Crossing guy.
I had one Animal Crossing game that I really couldn't get into, but now that I kind of have control over my own life and like my own schedule, I feel like I'll be able to actually have fun with it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't like it because it's a game that like I could only play for like maybe 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
Where I want to like sit down and play for like 2-3 hours at a time.
Yeah, like you want to grind it.
Yeah.
Bleeding Edge. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, neither do I. Go to the
First
next
game
one.
of... Are you looking at the same list I am?
No, I'm just saying go to the next one.
Okay. Half-Life Alyx.
I am good. I know that's going to upset a lot
it.
of people, but I played Half-Life 1. That was it.
Half-Life 1's only okay. Half-Life 2, good stuff. I'm going to play this because it's going to be in VR, and it's more Half-Life. And it looks really pretty. Like, I don't know how they got Source to actually look this good.
Sure. I mean, it doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah. Resident Evil 3 Remake.
I want Resident Evil 8. I want to see what happens after 7.
Cyberpunk 2077, I will be getting that.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I want to see if it's an abortion. Because they've changed so many things. They've been talking about it for so long. It's no longer in third person. It's a first-person game. And they were saying that it's going to have so many different customization options, but now it doesn't. Or it still does, but what's the point of it if you're in first person? So...
Well, yeah, we'll see how it turns out. It's CD Projekt Red, so it's going to be a big to-do.
Yeah, well, that's the thing I didn't like about Outer Worlds, going back to Outer Worlds, is that I spent like an hour and a half making my character, and then I just couldn't play in third person. I was like, well, what the fuck was the point of that?
Right. The Marvel Avengers game.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Last of Us 2. I know that you're getting Last of Us 2.
I'm going to play The Last of Us 1 in its entirety. And then I'm going to play the online. Then I'm going to play the story again, and then I'm going to play the online until the game comes out.
It comes out. It's slated to release May 29th.
All right. Well, all of May I'm playing, or even before that, I'm just playing Last of Us because
It's just so good. I want to replay it. I just want to replay it. It's good.
Yeah.
Roller Champions.
I'm good.
Don't know. This looks like a roller skating sports game.
Yeah, I'm fine.
It looks kind of freaking cool.
If you say so, Buckaroo.
Disintegration, a sci-fi FPS from the Halo co-creators.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah. This looks different. Looks kind of cool. I haven't heard of this one yet. Dying Light 2. I'm done with zombies, really.
Yeah. I mean, I need a good one. I need a really good zombie game to pull me back in. I really want to try Days Gone. And I think it's like $10, but...
I mean, the closest I'm going to get to zombies is Last of Us 2.
Yep.
And that's more of like Infected, so...
Yeah.
Minecraft Dungeons, the dungeon crawler game.
I'm okay.
I mean, if it's on Xbox Game Pass, so like... If I end up getting Game Pass, I'll probably download it just to try it out. Is it going to
be on PlayStation?
It will launch on Xbox One and PC as a part of Game Pass. Oh, yeah. And it will also launch on PC and Switch as like a regular release.
But not PlayStation.
Oh, yeah. PlayStation, Switch are getting a regular release, and then Xbox One and PC are getting it on Game Pass.
Okay. I really can't honestly think of a world where Minecraft isn't available on every system. Because even if like the PS5 comes out and they're like, hey, we know you're owned by Microsoft, but like think of the money we're going to make for Minecraft.
Like there's the phone version even. Like there's Minecraft on everything.
You know what I mean? Like it's just... You know what? Can we talk about Minecraft a little more?
I love Minecraft.
I genuinely think it's the greatest game ever made.
Yeah.
Like, and my favorite game,
agree.
My favorite game, as everyone knows, is Fallout 3. Oh, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you need to show your thing.
I got a Grail. Holy shit, I can't believe I forgot. All right, so if I'm remembering this correctly, when you pre-ordered the game in America, I'm not going to take it down because it's a lot to take down, but if you can see in my background, I have the Fallout 3 Collector's Edition, which is the lunchbox, and it comes with a DVD of how the game is made and an art book and whatnot. But in the UK, when you pre-ordered the game, you got a statue, little 6-7 inch statue of a Brotherhood of Steel Paladin, and it says Fallout 3.
It's so cool.
And it's in the box, and it's a replica of the life-size statue that they had at GameStops and Best Buys, and I know there's one at the Bethesda headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a grail of mine to find for very, very long time.
I remember you telling me about that, like, when we were in high school.
Yeah. Yeah, on the bottom, United Kingdom, it's saying. ZeniMax Europe Limited. So,
that's like, it's cool. It's really cool.
I took it out of the box because the guy put it in backwards so it didn't break on the way here. But it is staying in the box on my shelf. It is the only thing that I'm really, like, my new thing that I look for when I'm buying Fallout collectibles now is promo stuff.
Yeah. Because there's so much, like, Fallout merch that you can just get online.
Yeah. But now I want the rare
titles.
Shit.
Yeah.
So, the only thing that I'm missing is the Fallout New Vegas Collector's Edition. By the way,
with the platinum chip.
Yeah. By the way, if you want this, I'm giving a shout out to the dude's name on eBay is The Loot Runner. Let me just double check that. He has, I'm going to just go on his eBay right now. He has a bunch of really awesome stuff. I wanted to mention him prior, but yes, it's still here. I wanted to mention him prior, but we did the movie review. And my entire thing was just kind of out of whack. So, okay, Fallout. The listing literally is just Fallout 3, Brotherhood of Steel, exclusive statue, limited rare 1, 2, 4, 76 New Vegas. They're $50.
That's not bad at all.
The dude's got like more than 10 available.
Wow.
So I think he works in like game journalism, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he always has a bunch of really cool stuff, like from E3.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
that's
he'll
cool.
have, here's his name, The Loot Runner. I was correct. I took a picture of it. I'm going to put a picture of it on thing. Like right now he's got items for sale. A fucking what? Fallout 4 skateboard deck. Didn't even know that existed.
That's pretty cool.
That's super tight. He's got the vinyl record bundle. There was like only in, I think it's Australia, they printed out 45s of some of the tracks from GNR.
That's really neat.
Yeah, he has a ton of great stuff. He has the nuke without the CDs, which is fine. I just want the nuke.
Oh, I thought you already had that.
No, I don't. Country Roads. He has Country Roads. Oh, that's so fucking cool. On vinyl. It's a 45. That's so tight. And it's got
send me a link to that, actually.
What's up?
Send me a link to that.
It's $35.
Not bad.
Yeah.
For a collector's item.
No, it's not. It really isn't. I have the only item that's not on my shelf is the soundtrack, the orchestral soundtrack by Enon Zur that I keep in my record shelf. That's the only thing that I don't have. I'll send you a picture of it in a minute. He has...
Cool.
Oh, my God. So much cool shit. I'm trying to see if there's one other thing I can grab quick. I think he had challenge coins.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly, Bethesda was making challenge coins because it's a military thing. They were making challenge coins that they were giving out to... military people. And he had a couple of them and was selling them because I see them all the time. If I heard that correctly, but seriously, Loot Runner, eBay, found a fucking grail of mine. Been looking for. Actually, dude, I've been talking about getting this for such a long time that I think we were doing the E3 watch along.
Yeah.
And Cube was there, and Cube and I were sending each other links, and I was like, and like the real statue that's like my ultimate white whale of a holy grail.
Like the full size.
The full size, like 8-9 foot Johnson. I want to say it's like anywhere from 4,000 to like 9,000.
That's insane.
Yeah, but if I get it, I'm putting it in my backyard for like a year, and I'm letting it get naturally weathered, and then I'm bringing it inside.
Nice.
And if that's the closest I ever get to it, fine. But still, I want another one. Like,
Before we continue.
Yes, sorry.
There's another game that I know that you're going to get.
Okay.
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Is it all of them?
It's all of them.
It's all 9.
All 9 episodes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that. We were just talking about that.
We were talking about that yesterday. I am getting the shit out of that.
Yeah, that's one that I can just like. I don't know about you, but I didn't grow up with Star Wars. Star Wars.
I did. My dad was a big Star Wars fan.
Well, it was something that I got introduced to later. Like I had to figure it out for myself. I think my parents only saw like episode 4 in theaters, and that was it because it was the thing to do. I don't think they ever saw any of the other ones. I could be wrong. I don't know. I didn't grow up watching it. I didn't watch the first one till I think I was in. I didn't watch episode 4 till I was in like 7th or 8th grade. It just wasn't a thing in my house. So the way I learned about it was through the games.
Like the Lego Star Wars games?
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting, actually.
I had friends that were into it. I never thought about it. I never was like super into it. It's one of those things like I heard the new one sucks.
Yeah, there's been a lot of criticism of episode 9.
From the way it was described to me is it's boring, and it kind of just... The person who told me it was boring is not somebody that I would trust with a fucking movie review. But from what I've read on Twitter, without spoiling anything, because nothing's been spoiled for me yet, is that it just kind of like ends and leaves a ton of things open, and it's like, this is supposed to be the last one.
Right.
But you just left everything open for sequels. Stop it.
Stop. If there's another trilogy, oh my god.
No, there's going to be another trilogy, but do it in 15 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do it where it's like, all right.
Do it where I get beamed into my skull.
Yeah. Do it where it's like, okay, it's 2031 and there's a new Star Wars coming out. Okay.
For another generation of kids, yeah.
Exactly. Because, like, I don't know. It's just, it sucks. I didn't like Rogue One, and I didn't see Solo, so... Rogue One.
I didn't see Solo. I liked Rogue One.
I saw Rogue One with you, and it's one of the only movies I've ever fallen asleep in the theater for. And I was just telling somebody this. If I go out of my way to pay... Like, I'll put a movie on Netflix and fall asleep any day of the week. Mm-hmm. But if I go to the movie theater and pay money to go see your movie, and I fall asleep, like, I wanted to see it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, for the price of my Netflix subscription... Is like the cost of one movie ticket.
Yeah.
So I could put on whatever movie I want and just go to bed and not think two fucking things about it. But if I'm paying money for the experience of going to the theater, buying the popcorn, sitting down,
which is already like $4.
What?
The popcorn.
Popcorn's for where?
Like,
my man, popcorn's like $9 for the bit. I'm not getting no fucking little pussy small popcorn. Come on.
See, I get the small one because then I get the gummy candies.
No, fuck that.
I sneak the Swedish Fish in my coat pocket.
Thank you. I was going to say, you better not be buying the candy there. I don't know if I told the story on here once, but I took my brother to go see a movie. I don't remember what movie it was, but there's a place right next to it, like not a dollar store, but like not a dollar store. I don't know what the name of it is.
Like a Rite Aid or something.
No, the other side.
Big Lots.
Yes. And I'm in Big Lots trying to show my brother how to fucking sneak candy into the movie. And I realize what I'm doing is I'm like, all right, now take your waistband and put the candy in your waistband and then put your hand in your pocket so you can hold the candy so it doesn't
You're teaching him how to shoplift.
I'm teaching him how to steal. And I don't realize that I'm teaching him how to steal.
Holy shit.
So like, as I'm doing it, and I'm showing him, like, yeah, all right, now be cool. And he's like, I'm like, show me how you're going to walk. And he's like, walk. I'm like, no, walk like you're, like, the Fonz on ice. Like, the coolest of cool. And he's like, what? And I'm like, just fucking walk.
Like Lucio on a cold day.
Yeah, of course. And like, he's, like, moving, and he's getting it down. I was like, all right, cool. And then, like, I realized, oh, shit, if someone came by and saw this, they'd be like, they're stealing.
Yeah.
So, I don't remember what movie it was that we saw. But yeah, don't ever fucking buy candy.
At the movie theater?
Don't buy it. It's such a huge markup. And the popcorn and pizza are the two most marked up foods.
And actually, chicken coffee.
Wings. Well, that's not a food, it's a drink.
Yeah. Coffee, like, the coffee that you buy for like $5 or $6 costs like fucking a fraction of a penny.
Yeah, it costs fucking not even $1 to make. The milk that you put into it costs more. Half and half.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's our time?
47.
Cool. Any final thoughts for 2019, my friend?
Final thoughts for 2019.
What are you looking forward to in 2020? Just quickly, just hit me with some positivity to end on.
Some positivity. I'm looking forward to my last year of school.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to hopefully finding a job in like after school. I'm hoping to find some personal growth. Just kind of work on myself. Work on like I want to work on like my creative stuff. Like I like to do my writing for like D&D and like for different like games that I work on.
Yeah.
And I do music on the side. I want to do more creative works because I feel like I really slacked this year for my creative stuff.
Okay.
What about you?
I want to walk into the next year with kind of the mantra of the world is a beautiful place right now. I think about it a lot lately. And even though, like I said, it's been kind of a rough couple of weeks, even though the end of the year might end shitty, a lot of the year was great. And
yeah, there's some pretty good highlights this year.
And I can't think about how right now sucks when out of 365 days, 340 of them have been great.
Yeah.
So 320 something of them have been great. I'm not going to say that I didn't have a down day every now and again. Yeah. But I think that I don't want to sound preachy when I say this, but I think people just need to learn how to keep the same energy with things. In the sense of like, if you're ready to do something and it falls through, like, yeah, it sucks, but like just still be ready to do it. Like like don't lose that energy. Like energy can't die. You know what I mean? It just has to be put somewhere else. So put that energy elsewhere and work towards something again. I think
kind of like get back up again and just like do something.
Yeah, there's a lot of seals that got broken this year. So
yeah.
So
that might be for a later episode.
What do you mean? I don't know. It's just I think 2020 will be one of the greatest years of our lives.
I sure hope so.
I just have a feeling that it's the 20s. Jazz is coming back. People are moving into Harlem again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just going to be a time.
I mean, this year will be the second half of season 2, first half of season 3 for the show.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a while. I'm
this
glad to keep doing it.
77.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, this will be 77. The first episode of 2020 will be 78. Cool. That's another one for the books, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for sticking around with us in 2019, whether you found us last year or this year. We really appreciate it.
You know who else has been sticking with us?
Who?
Shane Ivers.
Since like episode 3.
Yeah, right?
The fucking man.
So
he's like the third unofficial host next to Kyle/Bentley, but like doesn't even know it.
Right. Shane Ivers. He makes our wonderful intro music called Feather Duster.
I love him.
If you want to get that music or any of his other magical musical creations, you can get it at www.silvermansounds.com/free music/featherduster. But Vince, tell us about being social.
If you want to find us anywhere on social media, there are links in the description below to my page, Declan's page, the show's page. There's a Twitter, there's an Instagram, I think there's a Facebook. I don't know if we're still listing it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Facebook's dead.
I hate Facebook.
I do too.
But if you'd be so kind, if you like the show, you can join our Discord. You can hang out. You can talk. Today we were talking about Big Frog in there.
Also, like Birthday Frog.
Birthday Frog is now a thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're in there, I apologize if I haven't been as active. As soon as the new year kicks off, I should be back to my normal self, and things won't be as busy. So, yeah. You can find the show anywhere where you can download a podcast, and you can also watch us on YouTube. I think it's the premier way because I have fun with my editing, and I put visual aids on the screen, and sometimes as a third disembodied voice, I put text on the screen to talk about how much of a fucking idiot I am because I went to a public school.
Gotta sneak one of those in there in each episode.
Do you?
I don't know. Do you?
Oh, I thought you were saying like you edit in the logo.
No.
No, I have to hit the quote of at least one public school an episode. Yeah. But if you like the show a lot and you want to see it get bigger and better, you can throw us a couple bucks on Patreon. It is not mandatory. The show will never be behind any sort of a paywall. It's just a way that we can make the show get bigger and better, so we can have better equipment. We can work on maybe hiring somebody to help us with certain things. It's just, like I said, to make the show bigger and better. And there's a few very, very fine, wonderful people that we have to thank for believing in us.
We do. We have the ever-present friendly companion Cube.
What a man. Thank you, Cube.
We have Noah.
Noah, hello.
Maybe I'll see you when I'm home, Noah.
Maybe. Thank you, Noah.
We have Gage.
Gage, thank you.
We have Mason.
Mason, thank you.
And Jordan, spelled with a Y.
Jordan with a Y, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate what you do for us.
Thank you. I love you.
Do we have anything else we want to talk about today?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess just like happy holidays, happy New Year's.
Happy 2020.
Yeah, go get them. New Year, new me.
Yeah.
Atomic Radio Hour.